for TN.
Why all the drones? I'll explain. Watch the rest of this video. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome inside the mind of Matt. And that's right, I got some drones. So why am I showing you all this drone footage? Well, the explanation is deep. So if you want to hear it, then here it is. So what started out as an idea of just to be able to get a different camera angle for my YouTube videos turned into a rabbit hole. Yeah, this is how the story starts. Alright, so I'm heading to a 3D printing convention. I asked somebody that has a drone to bring it. Turns out that they don't use this drone, so they give me a really good deal on it. And I come home from a 3D printing convention with a drone for a really good deal. So I start to, interact with the FPV guys that I had already interacted with and befriended because I was 3D printing parts for their drones. So really, 3D printing got me into drones. So I meet these guys by 3D printing parts, and then I get a nice aerial drone that I go to a race and I start to record. And I didn't at that point include a lot of it in my videos because what I started to learn and as I got into the rabbit hole and into this hobby, what I discovered is there's some rules, there's some regulations, and there's some hoops that I literally have to jump through in order to be legal. One of them, and that's kind of what I've been doing for the last 2-3 months now, it has been studying for the use of the drone and being able to turn it into, even just to be able to use it in my video, let alone turn it into a business, you have to be licensed, which that license is a Part 107. For those that you don't know, that is a commercial drone operating license, and that basically allows me to, as long as I'm following the rules, to operate as a commercial business. I can sell my services and my photographs and videos to, other businesses like real estate, or one guy is like, hey, can you check my gutters to see if they've got stuff in it? I could sell a gutter inspection package or whatever. There's avenues, but there's this test that you got to take, and turns out you got to learn a lot of stuff about, like, you got to be able to read a METAR. If you don't know what a METAR is, well, Neither did I. Sectional charts. You know, who knew that there was a roadmap for the sky? But so yeah, studying for my Part 107 has been pretty intense. And then getting into the FPV, you know, that I kind of resisted it for a while. I thought, no, I don't want to get into another hobby. I've already got all these 3D printers and stuff like that. I got metal cast and stuff. I don't need another hobby. Besides, I know me, and I'm obsessive about things that I really like. And I knew that, you know, I used to fly model airplanes 20 some years ago. My fleet, I'll show you a picture of it here, that I lost it at one point in time due to a natural disaster, but I digress. But me and aviation and flying go way back. Even as a kid, I was a member of the Civil Air Patrol, and I, you know, learned about aviation and about airplanes and about flying and stuff like that. And here I am all these years later and having to reflect back on that, and some of it has been helpful and some of it's not, because I don't remember any of it. How clouds are formed and the names of the clouds, and I mean, it gets deep. But then you get into the FPV, and not only have you got to be able to fly, basically these big ones are like a flying blender. So not only do you have to have pilotry skills, but you got to know these things run on a firmware, on a motherboard, that you got to do PID tunings. Sound familiar? Like a 3D printer. And the knowledge that you have to have in order to tweak these things, in order to, you know, like get your 3D prints to print right. These things won't fly right if, you know, one of your settings isn't right. So there's a whole technical side of it. You got to learn how to solder. There's Betaflight, there's BL Heli, there's so much stuff that I have learned in the last couple of months, all revolved around drones. Batteries, technology is part of it, motor and pitch. I mean, there's so, I could make a whole different video about just one particular thing. But I don't want to be an FPV channel. I don't want to be a freestyle channel. I don't want to be pigeonholed into any particular genre, because this is Inside the Mind of Matt. And basically, this is my creative juices being put into a video, and it's hopefully entertaining and possibly educational. If I make you laugh, I've accomplished my goal. If I get your attention, I've accomplished my goal. If I get this video made and I put it out, I've gotten that creativeness out of me and making room for the new stuff. But work has kept me busy. It's been kind of hard to do some casting. It's been hot out, not to mention the condition of my furnace is in extreme dire need of replacement. I plan on making a video on making a new furnace, but between work and learning and studying and flying, it's been distracting, to say the least. The FPV community has been extremely, I mean, these guys, I mean, it's unbelievable how smart these guys are, and girls. I'm not excluding them, but the group of people that I've been interacting with has just been men. But I do know that there are people of all ages and all nationalities and all sexual orientations. Aviation isn't discriminating against anybody. Anybody can go out and fly. But when it comes to the aviation or the FPV part of it, you know, then you get into the ham. I've had to study for my ham, which is a whole different ball game as far as things to study and things to add and cram inside the mind of Matt. So I hope I haven't turned anybody off by the drone footage. There has been a little droppage in views over all my videos over the last couple of months. with 3,000 some subscribers and only 300 views. I'm not sure what's going on, but you know, I am going to go to races. Now, being part of the FPV community, there's an organization called Multi-GP, and that is basically organizing all these guys. They've got apps and stuff to help us match up channels so that we don't interfere with each other. And those, you know, they're split up into chapters, and the local chapter that I have is called SOS FPV, which is SOS 607. 607 is my local area code, so it kind of play off it just kind of works. But anyways, I've become a member of that group, and because of my equipment and supposedly of my editing skills or something like that, they asked me to be the media coordinator or something to that. I've got some kind of title, and you know, so I'm going to be making the videos for each event that I participate in, and I need to put them somewhere. I could put them unlisted, and that way that, you know, just people that know about it are going to be able to see it, or I could publish it for everybody to see. So if that's something that you hate and you're going to unsubscribe, then let me know in the comments. If you've got a project that you'd like to see me work on, let me know in the comments. It's been hard between working and literally creating the path for electricity to flow through a building without causing damage is my primary job, and sometimes by the time I'm done working, my creative juices are gone. So a suggestion once in a while wouldn't hurt. That being said, leave it in the comment section. I wanted to get this video out just to kind of explain some of the things that have been going on inside the mind of Matt. I've been studying between Part 107, between ham, between learning about the equipment, between rebuilding drones and flying drones, kind of relaxing for the summer, as well as just not being able to come up with a useful as well as cool thing to cast or to 3D print. I have printed some drone parts and stuff like that, but I don't share everything. I don't feel that everybody's so interested in my life that they want to see every moment like a daily vlog from me. So, but if that is something that you'd be interested in, you know, leave it in the comment section. But I think I've rambled on enough about drones, but I did, like I said, I wanted to make a video and kind of explain what's been going on. This was kind of like just an attempt to get a better camera angle, and it turned out that I had to, you know, learn a bunch of stuff, and I've been spending time doing that. And it's been awesome, and it's been an extreme improvement in my life, having the hobby of aviation back into my life, where, you know, stressful day, I just go outside and rip a couple packs. So that being said, I still have to get to the last part, is that I got all kinds of links down in the description. If you want to help support the channel, use any one of those. There's ways that you can save some money on some filament, as well as the ways that you can directly support the channel by either buying me a cup of coffee or stopping over to Patreon and pledging a few dollars a month to me. Those that have done that, I super appreciate. Your name will be at the end of this video. But that's been what's been going on inside the mind of Matt. I hope you like this video. I hope you don't unsubscribe because I'm flying drones, and I hope that you keep coming back because there's going to be more inside the mind of Matt. Happy printing, be safe pouring, keep it in the blue and away from the glue. Peace out.